Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Melee all day, man. I dropped a couple videos today. I've been watching videos, and you know how when this shit happens, man, we be thinking about it. It's like, yo, man, I can't believe this, or I can't believe that happened, man. That's crazy. And you just think about it, and for whatever reason, man, it's like when an entertainer or someone of a known figure, a so-called celebrity dies, it's news. We talk about it. We think about them. And I think maybe part of the reason is because the average person, history will never show our time on earth. We will never be remembered. No one's really going to remember Melee all day. Because contrary to what YouTubers like Charleston White think, you're not a celebrity. We're not a celebrity. If you don't have fans in a fan club and people don't pay to see you, you might get paid off of YouTube, but YouTubers ain't paying to see you. You're not a celebrity. And that's okay, but when celebrities and things live and create and become celebrities, it's like they mark our era. And our era will be held up against other eras. So the time when we lived, we had Michael Jordan and LeBron James and people like that. So our era will be compared to other eras. We had Ken Griffey Jr. and other eras had Babe Ruth. We got Barack Obama. Other people that lived and had families and loved ones and couldn't believe, oh my God, can you believe it? Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head. They got Abraham Lincoln. We got Barack Obama. So when our generation of entertainers die, I think it gives us the time to reflect on life and how short it really is. Like when Michael Jackson died, everybody was like, damn, man, can't believe it. Mike was my nigga. That was my man, dog. And then he went and turned around and went and listened to a whole bunch of Michael Jackson songs. Like, damn, man, that's fucked up. Then Whitney, and Prince, and we feel a connection to them because their art, their music, we lived through it. We partied to it. We rebounded over lost loves to it. Like it filled a space in our life and time. Some of the things that we was going through, they talked about. And when they hit the nail on the head, man, when they hit the nail on the head, what up, Nate? We're going to rap, baby. I'm going to bring you up if you're still here in a minute. But they spoke on the things that we was going through, so we identified with them. And we was like, yo, man, he killed that. That was my dog. So anybody that may have fought drug addiction or poverty or growing up in foster care or juvenile detention centers or who had people and adults in their life that brought drugs into their life, identify with DMX. Thugs. Real people, real ones, as we call them. But as I watch DMX, and he's getting his flowers now that he's gone, because that's what we do. I'm looking at a few people that's kicking the body, so to speak, like a Charleston White. And Charleston White says something, although I ain't feeling him not one bit. He said something that made sense, and I see why he's doing what he's doing. So I just wonder if deep down inside he feels bad for the shit that he's saying, and he's catching flack. But it gives people a place to vent, to throw their arrows. A lot of people got anger and need a place to throw them darts. And Charleston White is giving you that. But like he said, they don't give you your flowers till you die. Now everybody love DMX, but last week wasn't nobody loving him. If somebody's doing good, we run away from them. Don't nobody want to hear the pastor. Don't nobody want to like Steph Curry. Winning too much. Start hating the Warriors. Don't nobody like Tom Brady and his 7 Super Bowl rings, unless you a fan of his team. You get tired of seeing people win because you lose. So if you be ignorant, mean, and say hateful shit, everybody flocks to you so they can hate you, because people got hate in their heart and they want to give the hate. They want to get it out. So he's slipping into character and he's saying hateful things, and it's making him money, so he's riding with it. And that's cool for him to make money and all that. But some things just ain't worth money. But DMX, he's the type of brother that we all want and need in our life, because he keeps it real. He'll keep it 100 with you. If he don't like you, it's fuck you, and he'll try to take your head off. But if he love you and he care about you, and he let you get past the armor, the exterior, you see the heart. You see the heart, because people that fuck up and make mistakes in life, they know what it is to fuck up, even though you want to do right, and they want forgiveness. They still want to be loved. So you think about the people in your life that might be on drugs or been to jail, and they lived a hard life. Them is the most loving ones. The aunt that got a lot of kids and wasn't married and didn't have no money. That's the aunt that invites you over and give you a plate. That's the one that talk to you when you're going through the toughest times. But the one that got everything and got it all together, she ain't gonna give you the hug when you need one. She gonna talk shit to you and kick you in the ass and tell you, get shit together, motherfucker, tired of this shit with you. Yeah, you might need to be told get shit together and give you the kick in the ass, but everything has a proper time. And right when you're going through the shit and it's its most painful, that's not what you need to kick in the ass, because that'll just push you down further, make you feel even lower, make you feel even like just even more you ain't worth nothing. How can you get it together, man? Sometimes you need to know you're worth something. You need to be told you're worth something. I love you. You can do this. And I seen something DMX said, man, and I'm going to share it with y'all in a second, man. And it was just like, this brother he know what it is, man. And so those that's running around hating on him, talking shit, I guess you lived the perfect life. I guess you got it all figured out and you ain't never fucked up on nothing. But I hope that if you do, and you do fuck up, that your family in the world don't talk about you and treat you like you treating DMX. Because DMX's concrete is dry now, you know. When you living, it's like wet cement. You can reshape it, remold it, add to it, take away, all that. But when you die, that's when your cement dries. And then everything can be examined, and who you are, what you did, where you went, what you didn't do, how you loved, how you didn't love. Was you a dick? Was you good? Was you, everything's for the people that know, that been in your life to see. DMX said something in this little video, man, and it just hit me like, man, in his heart, he's a good brother, man. Most of the time, the toughest ones are the lovingest, are the most loving ones. They just don't like to show it because the world is such a mean place that they gotta keep that hard exterior or they will constantly be hurt. And some people won't let you hurt them, and they're in a position to stop it because they're tough enough. But if you can get behind that curtain, behind that hard shell, them are some of the wisest, lovingest people, man. You have a conversation with the worst low bottomest junkie, and he'll be able to tell you some things, man, and explain some shit that you might not hear from anyone else. So let me just get this video on here, man, and show you a little clip. This is DMX's last video or interview. Here it go, y'all. Let's start from the 2-minute mark.
Just get back to who we are, who we're supposed to be. The word is peace. Be still. That's the word. Peace. Be still. That's in the Bible. Those are not my words. That's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we've gotten that. He forced us into it, you know? But, you know, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, you know? You know, listen. God going to make you listen. Believe that.
See what he said? God gonna make you listen. And maybe he was still fooling around with drugs and all that. That don't make him no bad dude. That don't make him not worthy of prayer. The brother read the book the brother was in, but he struggled with drugs, man. Some people struggle with cigarettes. And if they get lung cancer, do we not pray for them because they brought it on themselves by smoking a cigarette? But maybe their mother, their dad, everybody in the family smoked cigarettes. And so they start smoking when they was young. And then when they got older, yeah, you should quit. But hey, they smoke cigarettes, now they die. Or somebody that drinks alcohol, or somebody that smokes marijuana. You know, we all got our own crosses to bear. And you tell me, after watching this video I'm about to show you, a couple seconds of it, that Charleston White, you tell me that we shouldn't have prayed for DMX when he was fighting for his life. Yeah, you didn't know him, so you didn't give a fuck about him. Where's your humanity? Are you just a hard, heartless motherfucker? Bitch ass little nigga. He's a bitch ass nigga, man. These are the things that bitch ass niggas, fake pussies, act and talk tough. Because that's all they got to keep a nigga up off of them. Charleston, you fake. You not tough. You asshole, man. You're one-eyed cyclops. Tell me, DMX, we shouldn't have prayed for him. Listen to this man.
He gonna sit you down. He will sit you down. And that's just what it is. This is what it is. There's some that were called home to God, and others who became aware of the grace that God was willing to give them by bringing them back from the brink of Scarface. Amen? Scarface, making a recovery. Love you, brother. You know? On the other hand, Fred the Godson. He's with God. Godson, come on. Come on. He's with God right now. You know? My condolences to the family. My condolences to the family of everyone that's lost someone. You know, as a family member or a friend. You know, we feel that pain. But we feel that pain because we're going to miss them being with us. You know? If you think about where they are, hey, they're in a better place. They're in a better place.
DMX wrestling with God right now. He rolling with God. He in a better place. And we stuck in hell listening to people like Charleston White say, don't pray for DMX. Fuck DMX. But DMX got enough heart to say these things that he's saying. And to have the wisdom to, you know, God pulled Scarface through. I love you, brother. You know, that's a real man talking. He coming from the heart. You can see as he's speaking when he said, God will sit you down. He was speaking about himself. He know what he done. He know what position he could have been in the position that he's in and where he's not. And he's sitting here telling us, God will sit you down. And maybe God did sit him down. But maybe God was saying, you know what, son? I know you battled this. I know your heart. You're not a killer. You're not a bad man, even if you may have killed before. All sin is to be forgiven because this ain't the end. People get caught up in thinking that this is the end. So some things that people do, you can't come back from. And they'll cry that the baby died or the baby got sick and all that. And if this was the end, then that would be sad. That would be tragic. But if you believe in God and a higher power, even though that baby died, that baby's in a better place now. When my cousin got killed, I said, I know there's a God. Because he was too much of a good boy, a good kid to get murdered, to get assassinated. He never saw it coming. He got ambushed and probably didn't feel a thing. So God took him home. And the way that he went out was for everybody else that was here to see how things unfold and the part different ones played, giving you a chance to get yourself together. But our third eye sometimes is closed, it's sleeping. We refuse to use it. Charleston White, man, you said some ill things, man. You said some ill things on the internet. And you owe this man's family an apology because they're grieving right now. You don't know DMX. You think this man ain't, what he's saying right now, you think this man ain't never came out of his pocket and broke bread on 1,000 people? Guaranteed he did. Guaranteed he did, man. Because those that come from nothing and know what it's like to have nothing and no one care, that's why most people that come from nothing and get money end up with nothing because they give it away. And people will call them stupid. Stupid, I ain't fuck these motherfuckers. I ain't doing nothing for nobody, but do nothing for me. Yeah, the selfish mentality always surface. It always surface. Charleston White, now you wearing your big chains now. You got your diamond gold teeth. When he start that laugh, he get ready to say some fucked up shit. He said, all you niggas on here watching me, but I'm in a room full of women. Yeah, I'm in a room full of women. You niggas should be doing what I'm doing. I'm in a room full of women while you watching me. But you in a room full of women making a YouTube video. So who's really gone and wide open? The people that's watching the video, or the nigga that's making it, bragging that he's in a room full of women, but he's paying it, but he's focused on YouTube? Nigga, you's a bozo. You's a bozo, man. You a bozo and you gonzo. Continue, DMX.
The word says, when I next observed the oppressions that take place under the sun, I saw the tears of the oppressed. They have no one to comfort them. Their opportunities will power, but they have no one to comfort them. So I declare that the who have already are more fortunate than the living who are still alive. But happier than both are those who have never existed, who haven't witnessed the terrible things that happen under the sun. Ecclesiastes 4. That's the word. I mean, like the best thing that we can hope for, the most important thing we can hope for, or pray for, or ask for, is that our desires coincide with God's will. Because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, it's going to be God's will. It's always going to be God's will. You try to understand what his, why he does what he does, and he's going to end up with a headache. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes 3. There is a season for everything, and a time for every matter under the heavens. A time for giving birth, and a time for planting, and a time for uprooting what was planted. A time for healing. A time for tearing down, and a time for building up. A time for crying, and a time for laughing. A time for mourning, and a time for dancing. A time for throwing stones, and a time for gathering stones. A time for embracing, and a time for avoiding embraces. A time for, a time for embracing, and a time for avoiding embraces. What? Come on. A time for searching, and a time for losing. A time for keeping, a time for throwing away. A time for tearing, a time for repairing. A time for keeping silent, and a time for speaking.
With that being said, y'all, I'm getting up out of here, man. Battery running dead. And I just want to leave y'all with DMX, man. It's Melee all day, man. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. Salute, DMX. Remember, there's a time for throwing stones and a time for gathering them. A time for embracing and a time to avoid it. Peace out, man. Nothing but love.